President Bola Tinubu forwarded a fresh list of 32 ambassadorial nominees for confirmation just days after he submitted an initial batch of 3 envoys. In 2 separate letters to the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, the President urged lawmakers and asked that lawmakers gave the nominations prompt and expeditious consideration. Under the new batch, 15 nominees were career ambassadors while 17 others were non-career appointees. There were increased female representations with 4 women on the career list and 6 women on the non-career list. However, the announcement triggered sharp nationwide reactions. Some Nigerians called for the withdrawal of certain nominees whom they argued had nothing to offer. Others believed the list represented another round of political patronage rather than merit-based selection, while some others insist that the choices met the required criteria and remained within the president's constitutional prerogative. To gauge public sentiment, CBI News hit the streets of Enugu in southeast Nigeria, where residents expressed mixed feelings, which range from concerns about competence and inclusivity. They also looked forward for a better representation from the new envoys on the global stage.
It is the constitutional responsibility of Mr. President to appoint ambassadors or high commissioners to represent the country in foreign countries. And the choice of who he should choose is exclusively his. And, there are always 2 parts, the career ambassadors and non-career ambassadors. When you talk about non-career ambassadors, that is where politics comes in, political interest comes in. And so he has the responsibility to choose whoever he wishes to. Yes, Nigerians and even the international community may begin to view the caliber of people as a reflection of the seriousness of the Nigeria as a nation.
Ofama expressed particular concern about 3 names on the list: former Governor Ifeanyi Ogwuayi of Enugu State, former INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakub, and Reno Omokri, former media aide to President Goodluck Jonathan.
Of course, we understand that Nigerian politics rewards, and Tinubu is one excellent leader who rewards, followership. We are seeing him trying to reward those that work for him, and even those that worked against him, he feels that they will be of importance to him. A typical example is Daniel Bola. Another example is Reno Omokri, we just seen now. These are men that have actually worked well for him. The FFK had actually worked for him. So I believe that he wants to reward those ones, including the former governors, remember the G5 governors, I'm surprised, but not really disturbed that I didn't see the former governor Otom in that list. I'm a little bit happy because by my own rating, Otom was the worst of them all among the G5. The governors he got on the list, I wish he would actually give them opportunities to work, because for you to have been a former governor, a deputy governor, a politician, there are certain things you have learned, including how to navigate your way through bureaucracy and international diplomacy. So I believe if they are doing their wealth of knowledge now, they will be able to help the president, accomplish his task. Having said that, I will only say that I am not too happy that the former INEC boss was announced in that list. He was just not released. He was a retired of position some few months ago. It will look as if Nigerians, when you do something good, the president will reward you. INEC, we know, is an independent body, and there are a lot of controversies that trail the last election, including the glitches. I must admit here, if you really ask me to rate the Mahmoud, his stay in INEC, I must tell you that he made tremendous efforts. The bringing on Beavers on board, in as much as you say it has its own shortcomings, was a very good game changer. Sorting out a lot of logistical issues, having the INEC election, a place like the state election, being more credible. It's a welcome development. We have to do this close to him.
It's compensation of people who worked for him. Because, in Africa, some people work for you. And if I am a head of state, I have the prerogative to choose people who work for me as ambassadors. But that's not actually the right thing to do. We should be looking for people who will represent this country, paint this country white out in the outside world. But unfortunately, it has been the tradition in this country. Every president from 1999 to the present, they pick their friends as ambassadors. So I don't think the present government is anything bad to write home about. After all, Omokri was canvassing for him everywhere. He's paying him back. Also, Fani Kayode was also working for him. He's paying him back. But I think the only thing he did not do right is that he did not represent the geopolitical zones very well. Had it been he did that, I don't mind if he picks from any of the geopolitical zones. But as long as he picks people from each political zone, no problem. It's a tradition, my brother. I don't think we can change it for now.
As an ambassador, there are objectives that qualifies a man to become an ambassador, to represent either a country, either a state, either a local. Yes, for this list you just listed, to represent Nigeria in the foreign countries, well, to my own belief, if I'm being elected or you have been elected or appointed to represent a country, to represent your people, your representative or your representation in the nation, for a nation, should be for the betterment and for the growth of the nation. That's going to bring up the youth from every angles, from the less privileged to the greater. It's all about betterness. It's all about betterness. And this is the betterness we have been longing and praying, believing God for. So if these particular people that have been mentioned to represent the nation are going there to do the same for the betterness of the nation, and not just for the nation Nigeria alone, but for the world, I believe nothing is wrong.
As the Senate screened the nominees, the debate over competence, political patronage, and national representation was far from settled. Whether the nominees strengthen Nigeria's image abroad or fuel further controversy depended on decisions made by the lawmakers. For now, Nigerians from Enugu to Abuja closely watch how the confirmation unfolded.